Hello everybody, Shotgun 1000 here reporting for duty. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the last episode, we focused on doing a little bit of side quest acceptance, followed by a balloon minigame, and also trying to figure out the best picture quality for a better recording in my videos, which did take up the majority of the episode, which I do apologize about if last episode was not really enjoyable to watch. But this episode, I will try my hardest to make it enjoyable as the time comes. So it's come to Ursaluna as well? This suggests that even Pokemon that are not nobles can become frenzied. I have received no word from Adamant or Reader, but this is not something we can simply ignore. In any case, you have my thanks, Mr. Rizu. You did well to inform us of Ursaluna's situation. No problem. Adamant's got his hands full running our clan and all, and Ursaluna's warden wouldn't even give me the time of day. So the Galaxy team are the only ones I could turn up to about this. Ursaluna's warden is Mistress Caliber of the Pearl Clan, is it not? Of all the wardens, she is the most narrow-minded. Bound by tradition. She likely does not take kindly to outsiders meddling in her affairs. I have a new mission for you, Bella. I order you to study Ursaluna in the Crimson Mirelands. I permit you to show your strength if necessary. The next area you'll be sent to investigate is the Crimson Mirelands. You will find the Pokemon living there to be more fearsome than those in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Even the landscape itself is harsher, with steep ravines and seaside cliffs. It is not welcoming. At your current rank, you should be able to handle the Crimson Mirelands on your own. Here is what you need to know. Your destination is a place within the Mirelands known as the Salacion Ruins. This is where you will find Ursaluna's warden. Well, while we're here, you have made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. Yeah, you need to be at least star rank 2 to explore the Crimson Mirelands. And we can now use Great Balls, catch Pokemon up to level 40, and of course craft Great Balls, which you will always need apricorns and tumblestones similar to the Pokeballs, but with an added extra known as the Iron Chunk, which is a rare item you can pick up from those tumblestones that you have to smash up when navigating the maps. Right, so we can see Rai over there. He's waiting for us. Hey Bella, mind helping me train a bit? Yeah, sure. That's the stuff. I feel a lot better going out researching on my own if I can beat you. Okay, the picture quality is still not good. I can't even see Rai's mouth and nose when it was zoomed in like that. So let's lower the brightness. There we go. I didn't actually see what move he used, but no matter. Right, okay. Thank you for using that, Ryan, because that allows me to demonstrate something. Status conditions in this game work exactly the same as they do in the original games, except there are some minor changes. When your Pokemon gets put to sleep, it's known as drowsy status in this game. Meaning your Pokemon is not fully asleep. Your Pokemon will either have, it was too drowsy to move, which it did for me, which once again, a status condition knocked out Dartrex, but something I will also mention is if your Pokemon is dealing with drowsiness, that does not necessarily mean that they are asleep for approximately 2 to 5 turns before they wake up. It means that it acts similarly to paralysis, but without the 50% drop of speed, where you have a 50% chance to either do your attack or not be able to do anything at all. And there we go. Prioritizing using status moves. Why am I not blinking surprised? There, I use Snow to lower your offensive stats. And then finish it off with a quick attack. Umbreon, we're not being paralyzed. Blinking, use the move, please. Thank you. Oh wow, even when I lower the brightness I still can't see Vi's face. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on this picture for a sec. Here we go, give that a try. Alright, but now he's got a new move. Seems right that the one who could defeat the Lord will beat me too, I guess. Thanks for that battle. Here, let me give you a new recipe. Stealth sprays. So, 1 Huckleberry and 3 Bugwort blooms. You know, lately, these space-time distortion things have been popping up here and there. I took a peek into one and saw some tempting items, so I tried ducking into grabbing them. But it turned out there are legions of tough Pokemon inside. I barely made it out alive. You be careful around those distortions, alright? Anyway, time to make for the mirelands camp. What he says there is actually interesting to take note. We got a mass outbreak of Cricketart. Yeah, you unlock the ability to encounter mass outbreaks of Pokemon when you've unlocked Crimson Mirelands. But we are not interested in Cricketart mass outbreaks. And actually, I will say this. I did mention about the shiny R's with mass outbreaks and something called massive mass outbreaks. I will go into more detail about massive mass outbreaks when the time comes in this game. So, I know. I really want to talk about certain stuff with this game, but it's like piling too much in too heavily. Here we are, my girl. The Crimson Mirelands, an area teeming with poison-wielding Pokemon and plenty of other besides. Seems like you're in for a tough mission. I'm sure you can handle it, though. Oh, that's right. You're heading to the Station Ruins, aren't you? They're off that way. If you need a pointer, see the entranceway over there. Yeah. Yeah, we can see over a mountain. You know, I wish we could tell where or when one of those space-time distortions were going to erupt. I wonder if checking your map would help. Right, space-time distortions are dangerous places where powerful Pokemon appear. However, if you're brave enough to enter them, you might be able to find rare Pokemon and items inside. Sometimes it actually does pay to go into space-time distortions. And I'm going to go into detail about it on Bulbapedia right here. It says that the time cumulative of space-time distortions to appear. It says during missions 13 to 18, there's a 20% chance of a space-time distortion to appear within 5 minutes. And we're currently in the mission of mission 17 at the moment. So don't be concerned about that. I don't know if it means side missions or main missions. But it says the original chance is distortion chance standard, 10% chance under a 5-minute delay, 30% chance under 10 minutes, 50% under 15, 75% under 25 minutes, and 100% guarantee within 40 minutes of standing around doing nothing. Or just navigating the overworld. I will tell you this right now, I am not going to be spending the time to actually wait for a space-time distortion to show up. Now, we have a Pokemon here, we've got Ghastly. I want him to turn around because he is one of those aggro Pokemon. There we go. And then here, Hearty Green. Right, let's just use a Grit Dust on Borneri, on his physical attack. And then pick that up. No, I am not dealing with you breaking out Pokeballs constantly, Ghastly. Just get caught. Thank you. I'm not going to take the liberty of completing research tests this time around. And, oh god, there. Meet my #1 most hated grass-type Pokemon. Carnivine. I hate this Pokemon with a passion. Because when I was doing a reverse fairy-type Nuzlocke on Shining Pearl, meaning, like, because basically in my spare time, I play through Pokemon games, not including Legends Arceus, Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Crystal, and the other Pokemon games I do not have being Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Gold, Silver, and that kind of stuff. This Pokemon... Sorry, I kind of like stopped in my tangent for a sec. When I'm not playing Red, Blue, Green, Gold, Silver, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, and that. Actually, well, from Generation 4 to Generation 9, I play through my Pokemon games, not including Legends Arceus, where I do a Nuzlocke, where I either have to mandatorily use one Pokemon type specifically, but if the game happens to have at least less than 10 Pokemon that match that type, I do a reverse Nuzlocke where I can use Pokemon of all types but the one that I was given on the wheel. So like, back when I was doing my Hooplock Nuzlocke on Brilliant Diamond, where one of the challenges was you are only allowed to use one type Pokemon, and then I had to spin the wheel to have it decide for me exactly what Pokemon type I was going to be working under. So like, say for example, I have to play through the entire game using only water type Pokemon. Side up, turn around. Thank you. Yeah, you're on the research level 3. I'm just going to defeat one. Even though, yes, I do know I haven't actually caught one yet. Okay, it's raining. But yeah, that's what I do on certain games. I do like a reverse type Nuzlocke if I cannot... I actually have caught one. Alright. If I can't do a specific like type, so basically with Shining Pearl, back to when I said I was doing a reverse fairy type Nuzlocke, the reason why of this is because there was not really a lot of fairy types I could theoretically use. But it was more so the fact of the fire types. Because the only fire type Pokemon that you can ideally use in a playthrough of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, well, specifically Shining Pearl, the only fire types that you can use are your starter Pokemon of the Chimchar line, Ponyta the Rapidash, and the Grand Underground encounters of Houndoom and, specifically in Shining Pearl, Magby. To evolve into Magmar, but if you are lucky to find the Magmarizer in the Grand Underground, which I don't think you'll be able to, you will, no question about it, be able to encounter a Magmortar. Now here we have an alpha Pokemon of Tangrowth. I think this Tangrowth, yeah, it's a little bit too high level for me to catch. There was a moment when I did try doing a Nuzlocke on Legends Arceus, which didn't really work out well for me. But my very first time ever navigating the Crimson Mirelands, I came across this Alpha Tangrowth, and it actually turned out to be a shiny. And I wasn't able to catch it, because the highest level ranked Pokemon I was able to catch was, again, level 40 like I'm at right now. And I tried and tried and tried to catch the shiny Tangrowth. I did do eventually, but I did lose basically the whole majority of my team trying to catch a shiny over-leveled Tangrowth. I even made a post about it on my Twitter, which I couldn't keep it under a video because the video footage was me just Oh! Okay, just catch a Grogunk and the space-time distortion's forming. And oh wow, it's all the way over there. Okay. We're going to make a beeline over there because space-time distortion. Ironically, we've only been in here for like, what, 3 minutes? Another Burmy. Yeah, you saw me catch a Sandy Cloak Burmy. Believe me when I say this, there were 3 forms of Burmy. You want to catch all 3 of them. Right, wait, there's a Wild Haunter there. I'm not really going to take the liberty of trying to catch them. There will be a Wild Hippopotas here, and also there's an Alpha Hippowdon. So Wild Graveler over there. Yes, hi Hippowdon, I know you're there. Okay, this guy, I'm going to talk to him real fast. Hello there. So you're the Survey Corps child who quelled the Lord of the Woods, are you? Think you could help me with settling up on our new base camp? We're making one up by the bogs. Our Odo could sure use someone as capable as you. He's a fresh construction corps recruit still, learning the ropes. Yeah, unfortunately for us, I do not have the time to help him out at the minute because right now I am mandatorily wanting to go to that space-time distortion to show you exactly how it works. So we're going to ignore everything. We've got Stunky over here. We're dealing with that later. See, that's what the space-time distortion looks like as a holograph from the second it shows up. You do get plenty of time to actually approach it. I think it takes about, I want to say, 5 minutes to properly form or something. I could be wrong on that. But we're just running on up. Past these wild carnivines. You can also get Combi down here as well. And I believe also oh, there we go, yeah. Onyx. You can catch one guaranteed Onyx down here. There's going to be an Alpha Carnivine proceeding further along down here. There's a wild Tangela down there. Just going to proceed further on. Got a flower meadow involving this Pokemon, Petalil. This is what we need for that quest. And look who else is there. This is actually a very rare spawn. Togepi. Oh. And Pachirisu. Wait. Hey, excuse me. Oh, for God's sake. Why did it keep landing behind his rear end when he was running away? Anyway, another new Pokemon here. We got Yanma. Caught it. Right, so here we go. So this is what inside of Space-Time Distortion looks like. Everywhere it starts becoming a little bit darker. And depending on the location of the area, it decides on whether or not it's going to be easy or difficult for you to do certain stuff. There's an Alpha Yanmega there, the Gen 4 evolution of Yanma. To get a Yanmega normally, you would have to level up a Yanma while knowing the move Ancient Power for it to succeed. And anyway, I never really got down to the reason why I hate Carnivine so much. So basically, going back to what I was saying about the reverse fairy type Nuzlocke on Shining Pearl, I wanted to catch a Carnivine to use as an extra security blanket for when in case any of my Pokemon happened to be killed. And the only place where he was able to get a Carnivine was in the Safari Zone area of Sinnoh known as the Great Marsh. And it's also a very rare spawn to show up because it can only spawn under the criteria of those binoculars that decide which Pokemon you're able to find in a certain location. I spent half an hour of my time trying to find a Carnivine, and when I eventually found one, I was throwing Pokeball after Pokeball after Pokeball, and it kept breaking out. Yes, I did also throw a couple of mud balls at it as well, to increase the chances of me catching the Pokemon. Because the way how Great Marshland Safari Zone works is, you throw food, it makes it more likely for the Pokemon to stay, but harder to catch. If you throw mud, it makes it less likely to stay, but easier to catch. I threw 2 mud balls at the Carnivine, so I made it significantly easier for me to catch, and I threw 5 Safari Balls, and every single time it kept breaking out until after the 5th one, it ran away and I could not get another one since. Right, here we go. Space-Time Distortion survived. Whenever you are here, you are always going to be finding these shards in particular. Now, best way for me to actually solve a situation with this, because at the minute, I don't need these Pokeshi dolls. I also would not want to keep these Chesto Berries and also these Vivichokes. So these shards will come up everywhere. And this is the rare Pokemon to show up in the Space-Time Distortion. Porygon. Porygon will only show up in a Space-Time Distortion. You cannot get them any other way. And it's only in the Space-Time Distortion in Crimson Mirelands you can encounter one. So there we go, we got Porygon. And look at this, we got Floatzel. And we got ourselves another Eevee. Okay, Eevee did not want to be caught. There we go. That time it worked. And then, yeah, there are only... Oh, Drifblim, the evolved form of Drifloon. There are only 3 colour shards you can pick up here. Blue shards, green shards, and red shards. There's another guaranteed Porygon encounter. Wild Lopunny, and also there's a wild Heracross here too. I'm not going to take the liberty of catching Heracross though, because you can guarantee an Alpha Heracross in Obsidian Fieldlands. Oh, Luxio. Where's Red Shard? Oh, there's Red Shard. Okay, there we go. But actually, there are more than just shards for you to actually find around here. On certain chances, you can also find certain items that can help out with certain evolutions, like evolution stones, the Magmarizer, which I said earlier on. But there is one particular item that can be found, rarely in a space-time distortion, that actually debuted in this game. It's called the Linking Cord. The Linking Cord is an item that allows you to originally evolve Pokemon that was known to evolve by trade. Which, by the way, you can still potentially do trades in this game. However, you would ideally need 2 specific copies of Legends Arceus for you to do that. And I'm not finding any more items. It's just giving me nothing but shards. But anyway, so yeah, you can find red shards, blue shards, green shards. You can find evolution items for like Pokemon that were originally known to evolve by trade while holding them, like the Magmarizer, the Electivizer, the Reaper Cloth, and so on. But Polygons being the upgrade, and another item called the Dubious Disc. You can also find the evolution stones of like the Fire Stone, the Leaf Stone, Water Stone, and so on. And the Linking Cord as well. But you can also find bags of Stardust, and also on a rare chance you can find star pieces. But even rarer is you can find something called a Comet Shard. A Comet Shard is actually a really good selling item in this game and other games as well. So you got that going for you. And the Space-Time Distortion is now gone. There we go. So that is the experience of a Space-Time Distortion. And believe me when I say this, your chances of finding shiny Pokemon in Space-Time Distortions are not theoretically increased like they are with mass outbreaks and massive mass outbreaks. However, I will say this. One particular playthrough of Legends Arceus, I do have a video of me doing this. I actually did successfully manage to catch a shiny Eevee in a Space-Time Distortion in the Crimson Mirelands. And it did theoretically catch me by surprise, to say the least. But anyway, we have gone over the time limit for this episode, so we're going to be calling it there. Next time, on Pokemon Legends Arceus, we are going to be going to the Solaceon ruins, but we will be going somewhere else first. Ooh, calmly dreamy. That's actually good. Yeah, next episode, we're going down here. And it's going to be kind of hard for you to actually get over there normally, but trust me, you can get over there. I will show you how in the next episode. See you guys then.